Brighton, the Blues and a new boss bounce brought about by a best buddy could all prove to be subtle details that could have an impact on Liverpool's title challenge. The Reds, like every side who has ever been in a title race, will insist that they're only focusing on their own results, but while that has to remain the official party line, the reality is that it's only human nature to be looking over your shoulder at what your rivals are doing. With 16 Premier League fixtures remaining apiece, Jurgen Klopp's side currently enjoy a 4-point lead over reigning champions Manchester City. And even in this season's clash of the Titans, where standards are so high you don't dare blink, there are still bound to be plenty of ups and downs and twists and turns to go on the roller coaster between now and mid-May. Of course, the destiny of Liverpool winning their first ever Premier League title and ending a club record league championship drought stretching back to 1990 remains in their own hands with the simple formula of keep winning matches, but there are several factors that could play their part in deciding who ultimately takes top spot. The new boss bounce. Could Klopp's bezzie mate David Wagner have inadvertently handed the Reds boss a massive boost by throwing in the towel at Huddersfield Town? The Terriers host Manchester City at the John Smith Stadium this Sunday in their first fixture since their promotion-winning gaffer exited the club by mutual consent. Given that Huddersfield are propping up the Premier League table with just 11 points and were smashed 6-1 at the Etihad in the corresponding fixture back in August, few would have given them much of a chance in this one, but often when a club experiences a change in the dugout there is a new manager bounce. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer came to Manchester United with a dodgy track record, but is now in danger of landing the top job at Old Trafford on a permanent basis thanks to the feel-good factor of merely not being grump old Jose Mourinho. Might Wagner's exit inspire his former team to rise to the occasion? Kopites will hope so. Up for the cup, while a much-changed lineup from Klopp against Wolves at Molineux resulted in a premature end to Liverpool's FA Cup challenge, title rivals City still have the added responsibilities of two domestic cup competitions on their plate. Pep Guardiola's decision to go strong at home to Rotherham United and Burton Albion saw his side rattle in 16 goals without reply in back-to-back cup ties, but could that extra playing time catch up with his stars while the Reds have their feet up? The Carabao Cup semi-final second leg at Burton will be a formality with Nigel Clough's chances of overturning the 9-0 deficit slimmer than Theresa May's of delivering a satisfactory Brexit package, but an old-fashioned Lancashire derby against Shoreditch's Burnley will be less of a walk in the park for City. Video loading video unavailable. Click to play. Tap to play. The video will start in 8. Cancel play now. Everybody needs good neighbors talking about the Carabao Cup, given that City will surely reach the final, to be played on Sunday, February 23rd. Then their scheduled trip to Everton, penciled in, well, it may as well be written with invisible ink. The previous evening will now have to be rearranged. Hurt by accusations that they perhaps didn't give their all at home to City in the 2013-14 title run-in when Liverpool were last seriously in the hunt for the Premier League crown, will the Blues be galvanised into action if this game has to be played midweek under the good ice and park lights at the business end of the campaign? After you clawed, is it better to be the hunter or the hunted? The running order between Liverpool and Manchester City's fixtures could play a crucial role in the title race. Most will probably think it's better to play first and throw down the gauntlet to your rivals, providing you don't slip up, and then the pressure is eased for their fixture. From March onwards, the respective sides' games have yet to be rearranged for television, and given what is at stake, most of those fixtures of course will be altered, but in the time being the running order is as follows: Liverpool, Manchester City, Manchester City, Liverpool, Manchester City, Liverpool, Liverpool, Manchester City, and then that aforementioned Carabao Cup weekend, when the Reds just happened to be visiting Manchester United on the same day. Oh, I do like to be beside the seaside if the title race goes down to the wire on the final day of the season, The great British weather could even play a part. The Reds have home comfort for the last waltz as they entertain Wolves at what would surely be an emotionally charged Anfield. In contrast, Manchester City will be making the long trip down to the south coast to visit Brighton and Hove Albion. Unlike last weekend when Liverpool recorded a 1-0 win at the Amex Stadium, temperatures could be baking in Sussex by the sea come mid-May with the sun blazing down on City's sweating players. Saying that this is good old Blighty, so there's also a chance that it could be torrential rain.